If there is pain, crunching, pulling and jamming somewhere in the area of the shoulder blades, or at any movement in a bend, immediately tired arms and upper back, don't go past this video. Today we have another complex, a godsend for getting rid of uncomfortable chronic pain in the thoracic spine area. Today the auxiliary element is an ordinary wall, and all exercises will be a good test for the condition of your back. They are safe, suitable for all ages. For children, they are good as a prevention of scoliosis, and for athletes, they will help in working out deep muscles. Let's get started. First, let's adjust the starting position. Stand with your back against the wall, press the back of your head against the wall, and bend your knees slightly to ensure that your lower back is in firm contact with the wall. Your job is to literally stick to the wall. Check pinned shoulders, spread shoulder blades and spine area. Keep your lower back supported by your legs, bend them a little more if you need to. This position may already be an exercise, but we have 5 of them waiting. Let's get to the first one. Stand in the starting position against the wall. Your whole back is stiff, arms down. Begin to slowly bring your left hand up the wall with the palm facing outward, and just as slowly bring it back down. Do it 7 to 8 times. The main secret of the exercise. All the time strive to press your back against the wall, and especially watch your shoulders. This is when you will feel the full effect. The arm rises with a creak in the shoulder area, and possibly the entire length. The area near the shoulder blade begins to fatigue. Keep doing this a few more times. Move to the other arm. This uncomfortable effect is due to the isolation of large muscle groups and the inclusion of small muscles that you don't use due to poor posture. They are conventionally switched off. Most often it is associated with overstretching and inability to shorten them. Now we're giving them a chance to work, and they can get really tired. There may also be clicking and crunching in the shoulders. This is due to the unfamiliar position of the joint and the tissue response. Step away from the wall and rotate your shoulders backward 7, 8 times. Each time we will do a recovery exercise after the main exercise. Let's move on to the next part of the complex. Again, be at the wall and do the movement from the previous exercise with both hands at the same time. Make sure your palms face outward. The shoulders and arms also tend to be pressed down. Do it slowly, making contact with the wall as tightly as possible. If it's impossible to get your arms up above your head, do the accessible version. A total of 7 to 8 reps. Feelings can range from fatigue on the third approach to clicking and tension in all parts of the body involved. A pulling tension from the middle of the back to the neck may manifest itself, which means that the right muscles have been worked and are immediately tired. Do this complex 3 to 4 times a week, and you'll find it much easier to keep your back straight. Step away from the wall, grab your elbows above your head, and bring them back for 2 to 3 counts, then return to the starting position. Do it several times. The next exercise may seem easier than the previous one, but it is no less effective. Raise one arm up and begin to slowly move your hands towards each other at the same time. The palms can be turned out in any position. Experiment. The main focus is on the shoulders. That way they'll tend to come off the wall all the time. Do 10 to 12 movements. This set of exercises will work well for those who have been slouching and have decided to start keeping their back straight in everyday life. After 2 to 3 weeks of practicing, you'll see that holding the shoulder turn is no longer such a difficult task. Step away from the wall and raise your arms through your sides upward 5 to 6 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's move on to the 4th exercise. Now raise and lower both hands together. Watching the shoulders again? I'm sure you've grasped the principle by now. Do 10 to 12 movements. You will probably feel tension in your sternum by the third to fourth exercise. That's a great result. The chest stretches. The tightness goes away if you get very tired from these exercises.
Do 3 to 4 approaches at a time, or start with just one exercise that you like best.
Muscles are grateful material. They adapt quickly, and after 5 or 6 sessions, you'll be able to do many times more reps. Step away from the wall and do a twirl. Wave your arms to the side and drive your torso, shoulders and head behind them. Arms relaxed like whips. Do 7 to 8 times. We finish our complex with an exercise to relieve the shoulders. Starting position is facing the wall, right arm stretched perpendicular to the body, left hand resting on the wall. This is our lever. Push off with your left arm and roll back onto your shoulder, making sure it stays pressed against the wall. Rolling occurs at the available amplitude. Very often it is small. Return to the starting position and do some more. 3 to 5 times will be enough to start, then increase to 8 to 10 reps. Do the same for the other arm. When working on posture and the condition of your shoulders is very important. They determine how long you can hold your chest open, and since the shoulder is a very strong ligament, returning it to its natural position is not an easy task. The sensations in this exercise speak for themselves, from unpleasant to painful if you push a little more. It's important not to overdo it. Step away from the wall, shake your arms, put the elbow of your left hand behind your head, palm tends to be between your shoulder blades. With the back of your head, push your elbow backwards all the time, and with your right hand, gently press down on it, deepening the downward movement. Do everything very gently and smoothly. Lower your arms, shake them out, and do the same with your right arm. Feedback is very important to us. Please write us what exercise impressed you the most and how you feel about the complex in general. And we're already preparing new helpful videos. See you on the channel.
This content is for informational and educational purposes only. Consult with a doctor or healthcare professional before following any recommendations provided in this video. Tell us about your experience in the comments and subscribe to our channel.